Hi, everybody. It's Coach Cary here. Thanks for joining me today for this episode of how to get started running. And I had this question yesterday on Facebook where someone asked me, how do I get started? They had picked a date, and that was the first of the next month. And they wanted to know the basics of how to get going. And I thought about it, and it would be good to know their background and their history a bit more. So doing a coaching session with them, like a 30-minute coaching session, would be a good idea. So I did recommend that, and I'll talk about that later today in this episode. But I thought about how I got started. And the first thing is you want to pick a date. So pick a date on your calendar, and this person had picked the first of the next month. So get ready for that. I wouldn't make it too far in the distance, like a month or two down the road. I would keep it within a few days, maybe the following week. So it gives you enough time to get ready, get your gear ready, pick a day to get started, work it into your schedule. And then I started with intervals, and it was pretty basic. I did a 60-second walk. And then what I did was a sprint for 5 to 10 seconds. So 60 seconds of walking, sprinting for 5 to 10 seconds, and then 60-second walk. I kept the sprint in control so it would feel good. I wouldn't injure myself, but enough to get my heart rate up and breathing heavy. And keep in mind, I was about 30 pounds overweight at this time when I started. So it was difficult. I wouldn't be able to run continuously because I was out of shape. So I did these short sprints, and then 60 seconds of walking, and then another short sprint. And soon enough, after a few weeks, I was able to increase that duration of the sprint. So maybe 10 to 15 seconds, and then 15 to 20 seconds with a 60-second walk in between those intervals. The total duration for each run for me was always 20 to 30 minutes. So you can plan on 20 to 30 minutes, and most people can do that. That's very easy to work into your schedule. So I made that a priority. I'd go out first thing in the morning, do that interval training, and then I started to look into things like nutrition and lifestyle. And some of the key takeaways for that was just to eat enough protein. And you don't need a ton of protein, but good quality protein each day. You can research that. We'll have some webinars on this down the road too, where we'll be talking about how much protein do you need for your body weight and what's good protein. And then I switched my fats to healthier fats like fish oils, from trans fats or polyunsaturated like omega-6 fatty acids, shifted to omega-3 fatty acids. And then I started to focus on water, hydration, electrolytes, and we'll be talking more about that down the road with our webinars and our training plan. And rest was the other thing. So just getting enough rest so that in between workouts, I had time to recuperate and heal, and I was in the right mindset to exercise as well. So all of those things are really important. And I exercised every other day, and on the off days I rested, focused on my nutrition. So that worked out really well for me, and that enabled me to get back into training and do a half marathon. So that's the advice I would have. Now, I have a little bit more for you guys here. If you want to know more, join us for our free webinars, and that's on our website. And our website is called wealthhealthhappy.com. So those are the three things that we shoot for. So wealthhealthhappy.com. I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of that in a second. You can join us on social media. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, where I post short videos and any upcoming events. YouTube and the podcast we have. Great to join us there and subscribe to those channels, because you're going to get constantly updated on when new videos are available. And our podcast, when new podcast episodes are available, that's on Android, Apple, and Spotify. Our master classes take a deep dive into these topics so you can learn more. So today I'm just trying to keep it basic, but A lot of our free webinars are more basic in general. And then if we need to take a deeper dive, like into protein or nutrition or intervals, we'll do the masterclass for that. And that allows you to ask questions, get a little more interactive. There's usually a fee for those masterclasses, but gives you a chance to type in the chat and to learn a lot more about a topic. And then finally, the coaching option. I'd highly recommend that for something like this, because the coaching option allows me to get to know you better and for you to get to know what I have to offer. And I've been a health professional for over 25 years. I've been running for over 20 years, but I've struggled with running too. And like I was sharing with you, I got out of shape and had to get back into shape and then deal with injuries and adverse weather and all sorts of things. So it's really good to get to know the clients and work with clients on their goals and dreams, and in particular, things like running a marathon or half marathon. If you're interested in a 30-minute coaching session, right now it's half price. So use the code half price, and I'll show you where to do that in a second. When you pick a day and time, you'll get a confirmation of the appointment. And then what we'll do is either video or audio for that session, and we can use Google Meet, Skype, Zoom, or just a phone call. All of those work, and so any of those formats we can basically connect that way. Even if you're not in Canada or the United States, if you're in Europe, I'd be happy to meet you at a time that's convenient for both of us and to talk about marathon training, because it's basically worldwide. I love doing marathons and half marathons. I try to do a couple each year, and I plan on continuing that. And it gives me a chance to travel and see different places and different events. So I really enjoy doing that. I'm going to switch over to our website. Let me see if I can get that up here for you guys that are watching the video. So just one sec. Bear with me while I switch over. And okay, good. Got it. So this is our website, and just going to get rid of my picture here. So here's our website, and when you go to our website, you'll see the True North banner, our company name at the top. Our tagline, what we're focused on, is wealth, health, and happiness. And for marathon training, that would fall under the health and happiness category. And if you click on the three dashes, you can go to our upcoming events. One of the cool ones coming up is going to be on preparing for Marathon Day, this one right here. So I'll be talking tomorrow morning or early afternoon, depending on where you're located, about marathon training and what to pack when you're going to an event. So I'll be traveling this weekend for the Vancouver Marathon, and I'll be talking about what to pack, what the agenda will look like for the weekend, going to the expo to pick up your bib and going through the expo. I'll try to take some video and live video this weekend as well. And then the other thing, getting to the event, so getting on race day, going to the start line, gear check, the finish line, the celebration, and after that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be documenting as much as I can throughout this weekend. I still want to enjoy the events and everything, but I'll be sharing this with you as I go through the weekend. And so join us for that webinar tomorrow. That's free of charge, so no charge, but you have to get a ticket by clicking on Get Ticket. And it'll just ask you for your name and info, and then you'll get an email with the ticket sent to you for the event. If you click on coaching right here, this is the tab where you can click on the 30-minute consultation, which is half price right now. The 15-minute, there's the 45-minute as well, but right now the 30-minute is half price. So if you click on book now and you actually go to a day and time, you can pick a day and then the time. And then what you want to do right here is click on next. Once you do that, And then when you get into this page, you're going to enter your information. So your first and last name, email address, phone number, the reason why. So in this case, I want to get started running, do my first half marathon, pay for a single session, and add the promo code half price here. So that's our promo code. If you apply that, you'll see the promo code discount, and then you'll pay for that half price session. So thanks guys for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Hope to see you at the webinar tomorrow. Feel free to schedule your first session so we can do some one-on-one coaching, and stick with me throughout the weekend as I share with you the Vancouver Marathon, the race day, the race event, and then the finish line and afterward. So thanks again for joining me today, and I'll talk to you soon.